Students of the Tamale College of Education cooking their meals following a strike by non-teaching staff of the college.
Shortage of premixed fuel affects fishing activities at Tama Newtown.
Ghana gets support to reduce burden of non-communicable diseases.
Harmful toxins from plastic waste disrupt women's menstrual cycle and the production of spermatozoa in men.
And Nigeria gang raid death toll rises to 135.
This is News Hour live on GBC News and GTV. Hello, good evening. I am Siyoko Kwakuchre.
My name is Shirley Anna Robert Frimpong who translates the news into sign language. President Akufo-Addo has held discussions with the head of state award scheme at the Jubilee House in Accra. It was a conversation on a research work dubbed Social Value Report of Ghana by the scheme on their contribution with voluntary work and a scheme and returns to the Ghanaian economy.
The paper found that the voluntary work of 5,999 youth in 2020 contributed 18.7 million Ghana cedis to the economy. President Akufo-Addo applauded the sacrifice and said the report will give a fair idea of the contribution of such youth-related programs to the economy. We'll bring you pictures to this story shortly. But moving on, students of the Tamale College of Education were in the kitchen on Monday to prepare their meals following a strike by non-teaching staff of the college.
The Colleges of Education Non-Teaching Staff Association of Ghana says their action is to press home their demand for better conditions of service, including proper placement of first degree holders and payment of office holding allowances. Though the strike action started today, it has already taken a toll on academic work in the college. When our correspondent visited the school this morning, some students were preparing their cocoa and kenke instead of the usual academic work. Mutala Issa has this report from Tamale.
These are students of the Tamale College of Education. Instead of being in the class for lectures, they have been compelled to come and prepare kenke that they will use for lunch. I'm told that earlier in the day they had to come here as early as 4 a.m. to prepare some cocoa. The strike action across colleges of education in relation to non-teaching staff is taking a serious toll on student activity, especially academic work.
Nuhu Fati is a level 100 student of the Tamale College of Education. She and her colleagues are writing examination and are supposed to be revising ahead of the next paper. But due to the strike action, they have been compelled into the kitchen.
This morning when I came, I went to the dining hall. I went and cleaned the tables. I took the saucepans inside the kitchen. I came and I did porridge and kenke too. So I'm ordering the kenke for this afternoon meal. So the work is too tedious. So we are begging.
Even though it's 1100s that are writing and we are not involved in the work, but some of them, we still force them to come here and carry cans to the pantry and even wash. And you see, they are writing exams. At least they should use that time to rest or sit and revise.
The vice principal of the college, Imoru Nuhu Al-Hassan, says the strike action has affected the smooth running of the college, including the ongoing examination.
Coincidentally, we are to start examination today. We have even started. And this strike, to be frank, has got a negative impact on academic work. If you look at, let's go to the library. Students need to go to the library and then look for materials to revise for their examination. But that one is a problem. The library staff, they are not there. The main administration, normally, when we are writing the examinations, we do photocopies and printing. But that place too, it has been locked. So the staff are not there.
The affected staff say they have been compelled to take action because they feel treated unfairly. The chairperson for the striking non-teaching staff of the college wants government to expedite action on placements and allowances, otherwise they are not going back to work.
I plead that government should listen to us and see to the placement of
Artisanal fishermen at the Temaniu Town Canoe London Beach say for about 3 weeks now they have not been able to go a-fishing due to shortage of premixed fuel. Therefore appealing for government to increase the quantity allocated to each fishing community and also ensure strict supervision of its distribution. Their concern is that there are too many middlemen in the premixed fuel distribution chain these days, with each of them adding his cut and pushing the price up. The fishers expressed this concern when GBC News visited the beach to look at their situation about a week after the fisheries minister announced July and August as months for the 2022 close season.
When GBC News visited the Temaniu Town Canoe London Beach, some of the fishermen were mending their nets while others were just sitting down. Their most concern is that for more than 2 weeks now, they have not got premixed fuel for their work. As they narrated, they used to buy this 75-litre blue container full of the premixed fuel at 520 Ghana cedis, but now the same quantity is selling at 1,900 cedis. They attribute the sharp rise to the influx of middlemen in the distribution chain.
Some of them that are not fishermen will come and buy the fuel and be selling it a higher price to the fishermen. So the best thing for, let me say, the government to do is that, like, they should send it to, let me say, filling stations so that they will go and buy it there. I think for that place, nobody is going to sell it a higher price.
Others said those who distribute the fuel create artificial shortage just to exploit them.
Because say emi mo kone say man fi ba mba ana ma da o hia adwun se se nem so yin wala fresin sika so yin wala fresin nti abere ma bo ne ya frofo na da akamba ni ya akai ya yirimu na agin ya mba na agin.
Some also said for about 3 months now, premixed fuel has not been supplied to them. They want the government to ensure effective supervision of the fuel distribution to stop unscrupulous people from exploiting them. You're still watching News Hour live on GBC News, your news and governance channel. Harmful toxins that emanate from plastic waste disrupt women's menstrual cycle and the production of spermatozoa in men. This information was emphasized. Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation launched a plastic waste management campaign at Kwewu Abetifi in the Kwewu East District of the Eastern Region. District assemblies were urged to pass bylaws to ban kenke sellers from using plastics to wrap food. The campaign is to help create awareness about the economic benefits of plastics as well as their harmful effects on the environment.
The Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, MESTI, initiated the Plastic Waste Management Campaign to help reduce plastic waste in the country's environment and, at the same time, show how useful plastics can be when properly managed. The campaign sees measures to promote collection, segregation and recycling of all kinds of plastic. The Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Kwekwe, who delivered the keynote address for the occasion, expressed worry about the indiscriminate littering of plastics in the environment. He spoke about the unfavorable effects of plastics on the reproductive systems of men and women.
Dangerous aspect of this plastic that we ingest is that there is something called leaching. That means the binding substances sometimes leach into our bodies and disrupt our internal functions. As a doctor, I know if you're a female,